Good morning, Pulsher. Thanks for tuning in. Today is Monday, November 9th. We're going to discuss Salesforce Trailhead, diagnostic requests, and what I like to call the stop doing list. Let's dive in. Salesforce has a great tool available to all users called Trailhead. The Trailhead is a learning management system that contains modules, sort of like MindFlash, only more interactive. The Trailhead has modules on using Salesforce, as well as topics to build wider professional skills to further your career. You can take individual modules on specific topics or launch a trail to build a well rounded understanding of wider interests. One of my favorite modules has been communication skills for customer service agents, part of the Grow Your Career as a Customer Service Agent trail. As the team members with the most direct contact with Pulsure customers, field service technicians need strong communication skills to succeed. Learning how to connect the links in the chain of communication has really improved not only my professional relationships, but also my personal ones. We use both halves of our brain when communicating. The right side handles the emotional aspects, while the left side handles logic. If emotional concerns, such as fear, anxiety, or anger, are shared initially, but we don't acknowledge them before offering the logical solution, the chain of communication is broken, and full resolution of the client's concerns may be unachievable after that. When helping to solve a problem, it isn't enough to just be right. We need to listen to concerns and acknowledge the concern before we can earn the customer's trust. One way to do this is to respond with, "If I understand you correctly," and then paraphrase what the customer has said. You can follow up with, "Is that correct?" If the customer says no, ask them to explain again. Repeat this process until you fully understand the concern. This method of communication is not just a good customer service habit, it can change your life when you apply it to personal relationships. With the current social climate, I know there are a lot of different emotions being felt across our communities. Personally, I don't care where you fall on the political spectrum. I believe there's great value in the diversity of ideas and experiences. This is because I love learning new things. And if I've ever been sure of anything, it's that everyone is smarter than me, which is to say that no matter what I know, I could never know as much as everyone else combined. This means I have to listen to people to see things from their point of view. Anyone who has ever argued with me knows I'm not always ready to listen. But I find that when I can connect the first link in the communication chain, it becomes increasingly easier to have productive conversations. I really believe that listening to each other, acting with compassion, and being kind to others makes the world a better place. And that's the whole point of an election, to make our communities better. We don't have to wait 2 or 4 years to do that. We can make a difference every day by listening to our family members, our neighbors, and coworkers, and treating them with dignity and respect while learning more about how they feel and what they know. All right, speaking of communication strategies, it occurred to me that while we have had multiple meetings and trainings on the new PM procedure, I failed to perform a crucial step in motivating you to meet our goal of 3,800 PMs by the first week of February. That crucial step is explaining what's in it for you. We talk about how PMs will ideally reduce the tech call load during the summer, but it also improves customer satisfaction, both improving response time in the summer and reducing downtime for the customer. They also reduce leaks, meaning less chance that a property is damaged from chemicals spilling. All of these mean that Pulsure gains more clients while becoming more efficient. This allows us to provide more training and increase take home pay. It also means that as our client base expands, more leadership roles need to be filled, resulting in promotions and raises for existing team members. That same concept applies to submitting diagnostic requests. Reporting issues with customer sites not only supports Pulsure's mission to promote safe and healthy swimming throughout all of our service areas, but also puts money in your pocket. Submitting one signed diagnostic request each day is equivalent to getting a $3 per hour raise. On top of that, as the workload for the service and repair team grows, it becomes more imperative that we have the skilled labor needed, which means promotions and raises for existing team members. Speaking of which, Chris Rice has been killing it in Central Texas. We had our best October on record last month, and November has continued the same trajectory. Ott closed a $25,000 deal last week, and we have numerous high five and low six-figure bids on the table trying to close before the end of the year. Now for the stop doing list. The first thing that I'll ask everyone to stop doing is to stop staying logged in to Field Service Lightning overnight. Please log out after your shift and log back in during the morning. This should cut down on errors. The second item on the stop doing list is to stop pressing the fix error hyperlink when you have an error in FSL that is preventing uploads. Pressing that link does not solve the problem, it deletes the form. This means the form needs to be refilled out to complete the job. If you have an error, please post a screenshot of the error to the FSL feedback channel and use the tag @techsupport to notify our systems team. They've done a great job of being responsive to errors. Also, stay engaged in that thread until the error is resolved and confirm resolution when you have it. I would love it if we could all take the step of accepting extreme ownership for any errors. This means taking on the responsibility to work with our systems team to solve the error. Stay engaged with the team in that thread, posting follow-up screenshots and asking questions if need be. Work with them to resolve the error and confirm the error has been fixed once you have resolution. Well, that's it for today. Thank you for joining us. And if you have any questions, please post them in the comments section below. And as always, have a safe and productive week.